It has often been said that in order to have a strong relationship, communication is critical. And this happens to hold true. Communication is also very, very important as active seniors in terms of how well we are going to move in our later years. Let me explain. My name's Eric. I'm a PT. I am the founder of the Gateway Group, where we specifically work with active seniors on how to increase their quality and independence of life, especially as we get older. And communication, this is so interesting. You're going to get a lot out of this. The communication that I am speaking of is called neural drive. Neural drive, and what that refers to is how the brain and the spinal cord, our central nervous system, communicates with our muscles. That is neural drive. Whatever you are doing on a daily basis, getting out of bed, walking, showering, eating, golfing, pickleball, whatever you are doing, there's this constant communication process going on within between that central nervous system, the brain and spinal cord, and your muscles. And the more effective, the more efficient this communication process is, the better we move, the better quality of movement we have, the better balance, coordination, strength, and power. All of that is dependent on our neural drive. Why this is so important as active seniors is because guess what? As we age, our neural drive will start to diminish. That communication will start to slow down. And what this looks like, a blatant example is, we've all seen heartbreaking these people at our grocery stores, that senior walking down the aisle who looks like they're in slow motion. They no longer can move natural with coordination. There's no fluidity. Everything looks forced and slow. That's a red glaring flag that communication process, that neural drive, is plummeting. Later on in life, just getting out of a chair will be challenging, will be very susceptible to falls. So as active seniors right now, we have to do everything we can to enhance our neural drive, to increase our neural drive, to slow down that diminishing process. So what can we do? I want to give you an example right now of what you can start doing. There's so much you can do about this. If you do not have any medical contraindications to exercise, or you're not in pain, you can start doing this today. No gym, no money, no equipment, just a small amount of time is all that I'm asking. So the first part, number one, is we want to exercise within a functional movement pattern. You can think of a functional movement pattern as a way of moving that mimics real life activities, because that is going to have the most carryover to moving within real life activities. Not only that, but it's going to diminish, it's going to keep us safe. We're going to move more effectively, more naturally within functional movement patterns, so we can dissipate forces to our body. So what's a fantastic functional movement pattern? You all know this one, a lunge. Just get your feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. Good posture. We're going to flex both knees, lower our body weight. You can pop the rear heel up, touch the knee, and back up. Again, a fantastic functional movement pattern. Once you can perform a lunge safely with sound technique and mechanics, number two is increasing your speed of the functional movement pattern. So again, once you're safe with the lunge, start to increase the speed, because the faster you can work within a functional movement pattern, the more you're going to enhance that neural drive. You will increase the neural drive more and more the faster you can go. So, functional movement pattern, do it safe, increase your speed. Number three, consistency. We want to work on this very, very consistent, because the more consistent you are, the stronger that communication is going to be. I think I like to think about this as like a baby. If you remember your kids or your grandkids, the stages that they had to go through in order to walk, right? First they turned over, and what did they do? They practiced that throughout the day. Once that communication was natural, what did they do? They moved on to the next movement. Maybe they got up on their knees and started rocking back and forth. But they went through these stages and they consistently practiced each stage to really stimulate that communication process. And as active seniors, we have to have that same mindset now. We have to consistently practice these movement patterns. So what I would suggest is functional movement pattern, add your speed, 30-second intervals, do it multiple times throughout the day. Keep working on, keep priming that pump. Keep greasing that groove, however you want to say it. So maybe you can get up to doing 5 intervals a day, maybe 10 30-second intervals a day. And again, you are just going to affect the efficiency of that neural drive. Later in life, this can make all the difference for you. You can live life on your terms. That's it, guys. That's it. Functional movement pattern, add speed to the movement, do it consistently. Increase your neural drive. Hope that really helps you guys. I will leave my email down below if you have any questions. Love your emails. Thank you so much for that. If this is really interesting to you, I have created a course, Core 7 course. I'll leave information about it below too. The 7 best exercises. It's a 30-minute video course. The 7 best exercises that all active seniors should be doing, bar none, if you have that goal of independence and quality of life in your later years. Live life on your terms again. Core 7 course. I'll leave information below. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.